So we're here at O'Reilly's trying to fix a speed sensor. And Alice asks me, "Hey Theo, can I have a pillow?" So this is the kind of mechanic we're dealing with here, guys.
What's up, y'all? Theo from OE Drove here, coming to you from a mechanic in Alpine, Texas. Last few weeks, I want to say, were pretty interesting for us. So we had a lot of little issues along the way, which, ended up with us here in this mechanic in the middle of the Chihuahuan Desert. So in the next few videos, I'm going to cover all the interesting stuff that we did along the way, but also all the problems that we had. So let's get to it. As y'all saw in the introduction, we had an issue with our truck right off the bat. The speed sensor was broken, which is making the transmission act all kinds of crazy. We got it fixed at an O'Reilly parking lot, and away we drove. We went to Jacob's Well in the hopes of a reset, only to find out that the swimming had been booked through September. So we couldn't really swim. We figured we'd just go for a little hike and check out the well and get some footage, and then it started pouring rain. By the way, don't let our failure discourage you. Jacob's Well is actually a beautiful place and a really cool swimming hole. It's just that for us, it didn't work out at all. So we picked up and left for Emstad Reservoir, right on the border with Mexico. And this is where it felt like the trip was finally beginning. So excuse me while I flex for just a second. I was born in one of the cities that's considered the most beautiful in the world. And trust me when I say Amistad Reservoir is beautiful. I mean, this place is just insane. We weren't even in the right season. In the winter, the water is even clearer. But even with the water being a little murky, it was just incredible. It almost felt alien, like you're walking on the moon. It was so wild. The following day, we decided to head over to the Pecos River Canyon. Our plan was to paddle over to La Parida, but guess what? We couldn't do it. All right, where are we again? What is this called?
Amistad Reservoir?
No, this is the Pecos River.
Oh,
The
Pecos.
Pecos? This is the Pecos River. That doesn't make any sense, but okay. Shouldn't it be Pecos?
We're speaking English in Texas. It's Pecos. That's all I
Okay,
got.
that's the Tex-Mex way to say it then. Okay, cool. As soon as we started walking, we stumbled upon some mud. Now when I say mud, I don't mean just any mud. I mean like quicksand style mud. Kind of stuff that even four-legged animals would struggle with.
Is this fun?
Alex, you want to tell them about the experience hiking the Pecos River?
Yes. So I think we would define this as a literal show.
Demonetized. Okay.
The water is so low that there's just 50, 75 yards of mud that's 6 to 8 inches deep.
Yeah, it's not just any mud. It's
like quicksand mud.
As you can see, yeah, it's fun times over here.
We got a little bit out by balancing on all this dried bamboo, and then it would break beneath our feet and we would be mad, very mad. But we didn't
Some people
get
got
stuck.
frustrated. I'm not gonna say who. Not naming names
It wasn't a solo.
I was tired. I wasn't frustrated.
Emotionally exhausted.
It was my idea, so I had to act like it was fun. All right, let's figure something else out. Swimming in the mud pit, we found these stairs. Where do they lead? We don't know, but it's not mud, so let's do it.
Now, despite all our misadventures, I have to say, the Pecos River is a gorgeous place. The canyon is incredible, and I can't even imagine how beautiful it would be to actually paddle there during the winter months. Just don't go in the summer, because as we learned later, there's just not enough water in the river to really make anything happen. That being said, you should still check it out, because the wildlife is incredible, the view is amazing, and even if you can't paddle the river, you'll still be blown away by how beautiful the scenery is. On the way back to Emstad Reservoir, we stopped by to check out the Texas sage, also known as cenizo. These plants are very common in the Chihuahuan Desert. and they were in full bloom when we drove through. They were absolutely stunning and pretty much dominated the landscape. Editing Theo here. Just wanted to pop in to let you know that we were talking to an artist today, and we learned that the Cenizo hasn't actually bloomed this much in like 30 years. So apparently we're incredibly lucky to have seen this the way it is. I just wanted to pop in and let you know. Now let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Chatting with the park ranger, we learned about the San Felipe Creek, which is a spring-fed creek in Del Rio. It's a great place to go for a swim, especially in the heat of the day. It's one of the few places where you can find tall trees and good shade in the entire region. After that, we followed another recommendation from the park ranger and went to Tacon Madre, a food truck right in the middle of Del Rio. This place was legit. Apparently if you want to get real tacos in Del Rio, this is where you go. Alright Alex, what are we eating here?
We got the taco sampler. So we each have 6 tacos. And then we have the asada fries that looked like heaven.
And Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
So guys, this concludes our first episode of our misadventures in South Texas. Stay tuned for the next video.